So last weekend, well, 2 weekends ago by the time this comes out, was Winter Clash. And while I was skating, trying to do the challenges, I did this to my skate. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a large crack in my sole plate. But I'm not mad. And the first reason, of course, is that I had a blast doing Winter Clash. It was fun teaming up with some friends, seeing how many challenges we could do, using everybody's strong suits to try to get all the challenges done. It was an absolute blast. I hope they incorporate something like that next year. I understand it's a lot to do, both the app and hopefully the in-person event next year, but we'll see what they do. I know I had a blast doing it. I'm sure everybody else did as well. The other reason, I already have new sole plates. Kind of worked out. I wanted white sole plates to begin with. However, I think I'm gonna try to skate these and see how long they last even though they've cracked. And I'll tell you the real reason that I got these later on in the video. And the final reason is the sun finally came out. We finally get a little bit, I'm sure it's temporary, but a little bit of a break from winter. We can finally skate outside. It's been awesome. We have a little local homie spot here in Pittsburgh that all the local guys can go skate. But I try not to film there out of respect for all the guys and the owner of the place. It's more fun to just skate with your friends, not worry about filming videos. So glad that I can get back outside, start filming videos again, and just, you know, be out in the sun and enjoy skating. So it's only started to melt, as you can tell, so the options are limited, but back out at the local training grounds, gonna skate the ledge, see what we can get done. Now I know some of you guys are gonna see that crack on my sole plate, run on Facebook, start talking trash on them skates, saying, oh man, them's are trash. That's what you get for buying them skates. They always have crappy parts, whatever you're gonna do. But I would urge you guys, no matter what company, no matter what component breaks, to stop before you do that and just send an email to the manufacturers or the shop that you purchased from. And the reason I already have replacement sole plates in my hand is actually not from that crack, but I noticed a couple weeks ago when I did that frame testing that I was getting pressure cracks on the forward UFS nub on my right skate, which isn't even my dominant foot. So I couldn't have put that much pressure on it, and it was definitely a manufacturing defect. Sent a message off to Shop Task. They got in touch with them skates, sent me a set of replacement sole plates for free. No shipping charge, no nothing. And I've had the same thing happen with USDs through different shops. I've had plenty of good experiences. You just sit down, write an email, send a picture of what happened, explain what happened to them. Typically, companies are going to back their product. Manufacturing errors happen, but as long as there's customer support there to send you new parts to support their product when there are actual defects, I've got no problem with stuff breaking. Is it inconvenient? Sure, but can I really complain about getting a brand new set of sole plates for free? Absolutely not. All right, so many years ago when I started learning switch tricks, the intent was to do those so I could open up switch ups. But switch ups is just a skill set I've never worked on until recently. Again, that homie spot we had, maybe you guys have seen it, maybe you haven't, but I'm trying to work on switch ups there. And so that's what I'm gonna do the rest of the day here. Try to get at least 10 switch ups, let's call it 10 switch ups on this ledge setup. Alright, so I made it through that session plus one more a couple of days later, but now my sole plates are finally completely dusted. I'm time to pull these off and replace them since I have replacements. I probably could skate these a little bit longer if I absolutely needed to, but since I got replacements, we're gonna go ahead and throw the new ones on. And now, I don't want to sound like you shouldn't complain if you get products that you think are defective. It's just that there are some ways of handling things that are going to be more productive than others. And I know jumping on Facebook or social media and making a negative post, bashing a company, bashing a product, no matter who it is, it feels good. You get a lot of responses, a lot of likes, people seem to sympathize with it. And, you know, that can feel good. That's the world we live in now. But if you actually want your problem resolved, I highly recommend contacting the shop you purchased from first. If they're a reputable source, they're going to have your back. If it falls under warranty, they're going to get in touch with the manufacturer of that product and get you replacement parts out to you. Companies do care. And the reason I say contact the shop first is they have the ability to contact these companies directly. If you send a message to Powerslide or USD on Instagram, if you send them a DM, they're never going to get it. It's going to get hidden as spam or whatever. It's going to fall in some folder that they're not going to see for like 2 years. And then you're going to be mad that they never responded to you. They didn't respond because they didn't see it. So call or email your shop first, and then if they don't get the problem handled, then maybe look into sending an email, not a DM on social media, but an email to some type of customer support contact for that company. Now, of course, they're not going to cover normal wear and tear. They're not just going to send you free sole plates every time you wear them out. But if there was a defect in your product, if you snap something during normal wear and tear where it really shouldn't break, companies 99% of the time are going to back their products. They're not in the business of making bad products because it doesn't look good for them. It's not good for business. And like I've said before, manufacturing mistakes happen. And these companies are not directly producing their products for the most part. It's a third party that is a factory somewhere producing this stuff. So by contacting them, sending them the information, they can relay that to their manufacturer and make improvements to the product and make sure these things don't happen in the future. So by doing this, everybody gets helped out. The company doesn't get bashed publicly and potentially lose business for a mistake that really is a manufacturing mistake. They can relay that information they're getting from their customers to the manufacturer and help improve the molds. And you as a customer get your problem solved by either a replacement part or some other resolution that maybe you guys can come up to if maybe that product's no longer being produced. But that's going to do it for this week. I'm going to finish throwing these things back together so I can go skate. And until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Goodbye.